Hello and welcome back to another episode of our Speakeasy podcast. As always, I'm John.
And I'm Ken. What's up, guys?
What's going on? How are you, Ken?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. I went away recently, which we can talk about in a second.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good, too.
And you went away too?
I recently went away, but we're going to talk about that in the future.
Yeah, so I've been pretty happy, pretty stoked. And
we got our relaxation in before hectic times start again.
Yes, and I was up in the Finger Lakes and picked up this one from Tin Barn. It's unique, though, because it's like the hydration.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out.
So I talked to the bartender when I was there, and he had mentioned that it's kind of like and who knows how right he was with this, but like a sub company of Tin Barn, I guess, in a way, or it was hard to explain. He said a little bit lighter profile, something that they're not necessarily showcasing on their Tin Barn name, although it is Tin Barn. I don't know.
Because you don't really see Pilsners at Tin Barn.
No. So it's almost like an experimental, I guess you would say. At least in my eyes, I think bourbon when I think about this stuff. I could be completely wrong. You have experimental series and things of that sort. So
what we were talking is, it says Tin Barn Brewing on the label, and then it says in collaboration with Seneca Lakes Pure Waters Association. There's nothing about the hydration
I know,
factory.
but when you check into it on Untappd.
I'm just wondering if that's what they call their tap room. You think that could be possible? Maybe they call it the hydration factory? Because like you said, they don't brew there.
They don't.
They ship from Chester up to the Finger Lakes.
Yes, from Chester, New York, up into the Finger Lakes. And it's, which is cool.
Yeah.
I mean, at least, I mean.
You know it's going to be Tin Barn beer and consistent.
Yeah. Yes. It's always coming from the same. It's not like you have one brewer up in the Finger Lakes that makes it a certain way. I mean, granted, a lot of times you're just plugging in these recipes and whatever. But then again, remember when they had that whole all together series and some breweries it tasted one way, and then another brewery it was like, wait a second, this doesn't taste right.
They throw their their thing into it.
Yeah.
But this is a Pilsner. NYS Pilsner. I'm going to say I think it's New York State Pilsner. Made with 100% Nelson hops, 4.5%. Pure Pils. And Pils is Pilsner. We're not taking pills today.
Yes.
We're fentanyl free.
Yes, fentanyl free.
And I'm dying to try this.
All right. Cheers,
Let's
bud.
do it. Cheers. Ooh.
What do you think?
That's good.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Refreshing.
Very refreshing.
Yeah.
Very crisp.
Yeah.
The aftertaste is good.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, solid Pilsner. Great to see you guys doing some different stuff.
I think next time I'm at Tin Barn, if I run into Lauren or Dale there, I'm gonna ask them.
Ask them, yeah. See what the heck. So I mean, it has a Tin Barn. It has a Tin Barn label, but like you said, it also has that Seneca Lake. So we were on. So basically, Tin Barn up there is on Seneca Lake. Just so you guys know, awesome, gorgeous views. Actually, I have a clip from when I was over there of the inside and the outside, and what a chill spot. I'll put that in right here. What's going on, guys? It's Ken from the Speakeasy Podcast. Right now, I'm at the Tin Barn Brewing in the Finger Lakes. So we've done Tin Barn down in Sugarloaf. So this is a nice little change of pace up in the Finger Lakes, doing some wine up here with the fam. And here we are. Cool spot. Got a little area, merch area here. Got our bar here. This place is huge. Another little area to hang out, chill. I'm sure they get busy and they fill up all these areas. Another little bar area here. Little bar, big bar area. This place, like I said, is gigantic. All right, now I'm outside here. Nice little picnic benches and places to hang out here. Gorgeous views of Seneca Lake. And right now I'm drinking their Pure Pills. I haven't tried this one yet. See how it is. Really good. If you're in the Finger Lakes, check out Tin Barn, right near Seneca Lake. Yeah, John, when you get a chance,
I have to get up there.
Get up there.
I know.
Visit. There's actually an other half up there, but it was a little bit too far for us to.
Okay.
Because we were kind of focused on the wineries and a lot of that up there. And that was when I was talking to the bartender at Tin Barn. She's like, yeah, we get a lot of people that come in and ask us for wine flights, but they don't realize that because around there there's so many wineries and everything. But there are tons of breweries there too.
Do they offer a wine there or anything? They know in the Chester location they might offer one or two from a local spot.
I wonder. I didn't see when I was there, but there's a good possibility they did. I wasn't looking for that when I was there, nor did I ask. But yes, but then again, when you have hundreds of wineries surrounding you, are you going to be like, I'm going to offer you some random wine? I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Because they're like, Joe Schmo is going to be like, all right, I'm going next door and getting it right from the source. Or I'm going right here, going right there.
They offer food there as well, right?
They do, but we didn't eat there. Okay. But it wasn't an extensive menu. It was nothing compared to the menu, in Chester, New York. So, but tons of space, tons. Yeah. We were there random during the week afternoon, so it wasn't busy when we went. But I mean, this place was huge.
I bet you'd be a sweet fall spot.
Yeah,
right.
You sound like my wife. She kept saying that while we were everywhere. She's like, "Oh my God, this will look gorgeous in the fall. This will look gorgeous in the fall. This will look gorgeous in the fall."
Maybe we take an adult trip up there.
Yeah,
the kids somewhere, and we can get up there.
Yeah, I mean it's about from where we are about 4-hour drive. My wife would love to go back. She this is what she does when we go on a trip somewhere. She always looks at real estate afterwards. How much are the houses? She found something for like 400 and something thousand, I think it was. But it was like it had its own vineyard. It had everything. It was a great deal. And views of the lake. I'm like, it's gorgeous.
Get rid of the lake house, man.
I know, but I told her, I'm like, that's just way too much maintenance there. Yeah. I can't handle cutting. You got to get either get a landscaper or you got to come up there all the time to cut it.
Yeah, it's a far drive.
It's too far a drive. As nice as it would seem, the idea of it is nice, and to make your own wine and be out there.
Yeah.
Because it's interesting there. It's like a microclimate.
Explain that.
Well, they don't experience the weather because of the lake effects and all that. I guess I don't know exactly what it is. I should look it up, but they don't experience the weather the same way and temperatures the same way here, where they can actually grow those grapes and do certain things in that region. So, like, if you even look it up, microclimate. Oh, this is wine bar. She has a cool, even cold climate, but the summer is short and winter is long and hard with temperatures down to. But it doesn't get the extreme temperatures, I guess you would say, though. Okay. But it's cool. It was pretty cool, and we did a boat trip on Seneca Lake.
You rented a boat, or it was like a boat tour?
No, it was like one of those big cruise, kind of like a little river cruise kind of thing,
right.
Or lake cruise. And they have salt factories out there, which is the interesting thing because Seneca Lake is freshwater, but right next to it, I guess they had discovered like tons of salt in that area.
Okay.
And basically, they say it's sourced to like all of the United States. They said if
like
you see
salt that we put on our food.
Oh yeah, they also said if it's doesn't matter the brand, it's all coming from the same spot.
Like Morton's.
Yeah, it says all from the same spot.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that was cool.
Did you see any Amish up there? There's a big Amish presence up there.
Yes, we did. We stopped at this one place. I forget the name of it. That did. This is going to sound interesting. I guess it's all dairy though. But it was cheese and ice cream flights.
Cheese and ice cream flights.
Yes.
Together or one of?
It was 4 cheeses and 4. It was interesting.
That says toilet bowl as you can get.
I know. It
right
was
in the bathroom.
The ice cream was delightful. They had some unique flavors. Like
you did the flight?
Oh yeah.
Did you really? What kind of cheese did they give you?
Like they had like a buffalo, like buffalo wing style cheese. They had some different cheese curds that were like mushroom one, like all these different unique flavors.
That's awesome.
They had like kettle corn ice cream and stuff.
Oh.
So
kettle corn ice cream.
It was good. It was nice. It was nice. But yeah, it was an awesome trip. We did the Watkins Glens hike, and basically, you never watch Lord of the Rings, but like Rivendell, it's like the elven lands with waterfalls coming from the mountains, and I mean, we walked 2 miles, and it was like slippery steps, and the ledge was like yay high, and if you fall over that ledge that everyone's kind of trying to squeeze by, it's about
Bye-bye.
50 feet high, or at some points into rocks. I'm like holding my son over to the side. I'm walking as far away from that ledge as possible. I mean, we're getting soaked. I go to my wife. I'm like, what did you get us into here?
Local podcaster falls off.
I know. Gorgeous views, though. I actually would do it again.
Was it hot?
The hike.
Hell, while you were up there?
No, it wasn't too bad.
No.
It wasn't bad at all. The hike was good. It's just tough when you have a 5-year-old and you're trying to walk all these steps. And then we got nervous because the guy at the center before we left said, he's like, you just got to walk this way. You walk a mile. You're going to hit this bridge. And then you make a right, and you don't have to take the same way back. So we finally got to that point, and there was 2 like ways you can go. We're like, we hope this is the right way. We hope this is the right way. Because at a couple of points, my wife's like, we should just turn around now, because this is a long walk. I'm like, no, I'm not walking down those wet steps again that were like super steep. I'm like, I'd rather just take my chances and try to take the easy trail back, in which we did fine.
Local podcaster gets lost in the woods.
I know. Well, that's funny. I bought a shirt from there that says it says like Watkins Glens hike, and it says on there like the bottom says I don't know where I am or something of that sort. But enough about me. How was your cruise, man?
The cruise was good, man.
Yeah.
The cruise was very good, very relaxing. Enjoyed it very much.
Yeah.
Did absolutely nothing really.
Yeah.
Spent most of my days by the pool.
Cool.
We got diverted because of Tropical Storm Franklin. We were supposed to go to Dominican Republic and Turks and Caicos.
Oh.
And the storm went right over Dominican Republic, so we got diverted to the Bahamas.
Yeah, but
which at first we were like, oh man, and then I was like thinking about it. I'm like, I'm still in paradise, man.
I know.
You know, it just got altered because we had plans.
Personally would rather go to Bahamas than I think Dominican Republic.
The thing was, I've been to Nassau like 7 times. I've never been to these other 2 islands. Me and my daughter were supposed to go see the monkeys.
Anyone I know who's been to Dominican Republic's had diarrhea when they came.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's what I always hear from everyone.
But we did go to a new. So what we did was when we went to the Bahamas, we went to Nassau. We stayed on the boat. We didn't do any excursions to any beaches or anything. We used the pool while everybody else was gone.
Yeah.
And then later in the afternoon, we got off the boat just to walk the local shops.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Cool.
We bought some stuff. Went back on, and it was good. No harassment. It was very good. My wife was a little nervous because they harass you a lot in Nassau. They want you to buy their stuff, and but it was good. No harassment. We were safe. It was good.
That's how Haiti was when I went to one time.
Yeah, me too.
Very, very annoying with the people like coming up to you.
They want you to buy everything from them.
Yeah. I mean, they're on top of you. I have to tell them, like, guy, back off.
Happened to me in Jamaica too.
Yeah.
And then the one day we went to Bimini.
What the heck is Bimini? I saw that something that popped up somewhere.
It is the closest island in the Bahamas to Florida. It's like 60 miles off like the coast of Miami. Like you could take a ferry boat from Florida there.
Yeah.
And there was a Resort World Casino, which is up by you.
Yeah.
There. That's where we went. They own almost like the friggin' half the island. So we did an excursion there. It was $100 for all you can drink all day, open bar. And we used their facilities, the beach, the pool.
Did you get any mango tangos?
No mango tangos.
Is that what they call those?
So the menu, it's funny, the menu had all these, drinks, margarita, rum punch, all this stuff.
Miami Vice.
And it's like, oh, you can get this, but no frozen drinks. They can't be frozen.
Why?
They didn't have a blend. I don't know. The free drinks that come with the all you can drink was just like this little drink menu. Or a little cup of beer from the tap. You couldn't get like Corona.
So what did you do?
So I got a Long Island iced tea, their version of a Long Island iced tea. It was in buckets, so there was no alcohol in them.
Oh, God.
And I go back to the lady, and I just see a stand behind her, and it's got like all these things, and I had Jim Beam bourbon.
Nice.
I go, is that included in all you can drink? She goes, yeah. I go, oh, because there's no sign. She goes, you want one? I said, can I get a Jim Beam and ginger ale?
All right.
She goes, thank you. She goes, I'm so sick of making these tropical drinks. She's like, finally. She opened up the seal. It wasn't even open. She opened up the seal. And she filled it like 3/4 of the way with bourbon and like a drop. So it was almost like bourbon on the rocks. And that's what I drank for the rest of the day. I went back and forth between that and the beer. And yeah, felt pretty good, actually. I got my money's worth.
Aren't you glad you got into bourbon?
Yeah, definitely got my money's worth. But the place was beautiful.
Nice.
There were jellyfish in the water,
Yeah.
so we didn't get into the water on the beach too much.
Yeah.
But we had a great time.
And you were with my brother.
With your brother and his family.
Yeah.
They did their own thing in Nassau. Well, we did the pool. They went off earlier in Nassau to go shopping and sightseeing. We went later. Yeah, we had a great time. Kids had a great time.
Awesome, man.
Weather
Glad
was
to
good.
hear.
Didn't rain. It was good.
Yeah, glad to hear, man.
Little tan. I'm starting
Nice
to peel.
nice to see you back.
Yeah.
Nice to be back.
Oh, I don't know if it's nice to be back, but
Well, yeah, school's starting now,
school's
right?
starting. It was just yesterday was Labor Day weekend.
And
Labor Day.
yeah, yesterday, happy Labor Day.
Official end of summer.
Yes, and my son
Get your pumpkin donuts and your pumpkin coffees.
and my son started school today because this is going to be released on that day.
My
so,
girls
yeah,
start tomorrow.
tomorrow, which will be that Wednesday. Yeah. Cool, exciting times. Nice
Not
to
really.
Well, it's nice to get kind of back
Went
into that routine.
Fast, man.
It always goes fast. I said
We're
it,
gonna be saying Merry Christmas before we know it.
I know. I said it right in the beginning of the summer. I'm like, watch, blink your eyes, see what happens. You know.
We're gonna have those stupid Oktober Fest shirts on and those hats before you know.
I know. But
Drinking all October beers.
But we do have Whiskey Country to look forward to, our bourbon
we
show,
do. That's
so.
our next trip, and
Yeah.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, now we can kind of focus a little bit more because now we did our trips, our cruise.
Our family vacations are over,
yeah,
and
so
now we can focus on the important thing.
the important things.
Us.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's exciting times.
Yeah. While I was gone, I get no service, no internet, no
Yeah.
nothing. And I come home and the phone explodes, and I go on Facebook and I see we lost some people this week or last week.
Yes, I think one you had predicted to lose.
One I
actually.
had predicted. He took a little longer, but he finally.
Come on down.
Yeah, Mr. Bob Barker, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, he was 99.
99's pretty old.
Yeah, I mean, he couldn't make that dollar though. Right?
Make that dollar. Well, 99's not a number on the wheel, so.
No. But yeah, you feel bad. He lived a great life, good guy.
Long life. He kicked the shit out of Adam Sandler and Happy
He kicked
Gilmore.
the shit out of Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
He spayed a lot of cats and neutered a lot of cats and dogs.
Yes. He was really big on that, man.
He was very big.
And
on
that was the whole thing, I think, because now you see Drew Carey still says it if you watch the show. He still says so. I think Bob Barker wanted to leave a part of that. You know, he was very, very big into it. Maybe that was the contingency too. You got to be an animal.
As
person.
far as I can remember, you never heard anything bad about Barker, right? He was never involved in any
No.
scandals or anything bad or
No. And then not to get off the whole all that stuff, but did we? I think we did talk about it. Pat Sajak retiring and everything like that. Yeah. I think
Vanna White's going, right? They're not giving her what she wants, or is she leaving?
we did talk about this.
We did.
And
But I think at that time, Vanna White was going to get a contract and stay on, and she was pissed. Was she pissed that she wasn't going to take over? Or they were giving who's going to take over more money than what she was getting?
She wanted to get a salary equivalent to what Pat Sajak was getting.
Right.
But then I remember discussing this with you, and we're like, well, come on. She's hitting
Yeah,
buttons. She's hitting letters. But I mean, and then we said Ryan Seacrest is going to take on that role there too, which I don't think he's ever been in any much scandals or anything like that. Or
No, he's just everywhere, though.
he is everywhere, but he seems like a chill dude. I don't know.
You see somebody too much doing a little bit of everything, you're just kind of like,
Well,
you
maybe
feel like they're almost.
I think that
greedy-like.
might be. I think this might settle him down a little bit.
You think so?
I
He'll be
think.
done,
I think. Yeah, it's like Drew Carey when he did Price is Right. That's all he does now.
Yeah,
He doesn't do anything else, and he's probably getting paid.
Well, he'll probably still do
a lot of
American
money.
Idol. He probably gets a lot of money.
Or
from American
or
Idol.
Wayne Brady with Let's Make a Deal. You know.
Yeah.
It's. I don't see him really doing much anymore. Anything
No.
else? And he used to have his face.
I don't
and
think he
everything.
does that improv show anymore.
Yeah. Whose line is it anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's another weird dude.
I don't mind him.
Wayne Brady?
I like him in
His personal life's a little weird, though.
Dave Chappelle when he did. Dave Chappelle did the skit with him.
I don't remember.
Because Wayne Brady's supposed to be always like he has that persona as a wholesome
Yeah,
guy,
yeah.
and then Dave Chappelle went out with him one night, and he's like, he was like all gangster and everything.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, I think he lives at home with like his ex-wife and his ex-wife's like new husband or boy. Like they all like live together. It's something weird.
That is a little weird.
Yeah, I follow him on TikTok, and they're always doing TikToks together. They're like best friends. It's I don't know.
Maybe it's just because a kids thing or something.
I don't know. It's still weird to me.
I guess if it works for them,
whatever.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, maybe they're all banging each other. Who
little
knows?
menage a trois.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
But any other celebrity?
So we lost. You probably don't know this person, but we lost. We actually lost two WWE wrestlers this week.
Oh.
One was a Hall of Famer, Terry Funk. He was an old school guy.
Yeah.
He used to be big into the like the extreme wrestling too, blood and hardcore
it's like
wrestling.
someone like take the blades and cut themselves.
Yeah. And then we lost, which was unexpected, surprising, and very, very sad. We lost Bray Wyatt, whose real name is Wyndham Rotunda. His mom and dad.
He chose Bray Wyatt over Matunda?
Oh, it's his ring name. Yeah.
Matunda's such a cooler name.
Well, no, Wyndham Rotunda.
That's such a
So
cooler
his dad's
name.
name is Mike Rotunda, and his mom comes from the Wyndham family, which is a very popular wrestling family.
All right.
So he took the mom's. They named the mom's family's last name as his first name and took his dad's last name. And so he was Wyndham Rotunda, but Bray Wyatt was his character name.
Interesting. I like Rotunda better. But what happened? I'm sorry.
He had some health issues, and he got COVID back in March.
All right.
Kind of did bad things to his heart from the COVID.
Yeah.
He was supposed to wear a defibrillator.
Mm-hmm.
Took a nap. Left the defibrillator in the car.
Oh, God.
Didn't wake up.
Jeez.
Yeah. So that was a shocker. On wrestling the other night, they did a dedication to him. Everybody was upset and crying because he was a very popular guy.
Yeah.
He played the Fiend. He was a little wacky in the ring.
So who would he? What era is this?
Now.
It's all recent. Okay.
This is now. Yeah. He was 30-something years old.
Oh,
He was popular now.
Wow.
And he's been out for a few months now because of his sickness. And he was supposed to come back. He was jacked. Like he was getting ready to back in the ring, and then that happened.
It makes you wonder sometimes with these people when you see, especially like people who are healthy, or you see and they're much better shape than we are, and then things like this happen. It just what's the deal here?
Yeah.
I mean, granted, if you had health issues, the whole COVID thing always throws a little bit of a wrench in things because it's something newer. And, we still don't know the long-term effects, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, they said it messed with, the bottom of his heart, or did something to the bottom of his heart where he was supposed to wear, I guess, especially when he sleeps, he was supposed to wear that defibrillator. And the wife said that she heard his alarm. He went to go take a nap. She heard his alarm going off, and he wasn't answering it. And she went in, and he was blue, and 2 little kids. Yeah, terrible.
That's a shame.
One of my favorite wrestlers, so I took it a little,
Yeah, sounds like it, man. Well,
but it happens,
Yeah, and it happens. It seems like, granted, this seems like a little bit of a special case, but it seems like with these wrestlers, which we've talked about before, there's so many that have passed.
Yeah, I guess it's all the years of back in the day, it was all drugs and alcohol.
Yeah.
Steroids.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, look at all athletes now. The more bigger they are and the more they work out, it's like the more they get hurt when they're doing stuff.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Not passing away, but even getting hurt.
I know.
Aaron Judge, always hurt. Big guy. Giancarlo Stanton, always hurt. Look, Kevin Durant in basketball, always hurt. These guys are they get hurt a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
maybe they got to start eating salami sandwiches and smoking cigarettes like Babe Ruth back in the day. He was never hurt.
Well, he was like smoking cigarettes while I was going on bat, right? Probably right before it.
Yeah, this guy, he was drunk in the...
Yeah. But he also, he didn't live a super, super long life, though, did he? I don't know. Babe Ruth.
No, he had cancer.
Oh, I guess that'll do it. Was it from smoking?
Throat cancer.
Yeah, from smoking, so.
And Lou Gehrig, he died of Lou Gehrig's disease. I mean, what are the chances of that?
That's a coincidence.
What are the chances, man? Lou Gehrig gets Lou Gehrig's disease.
That is like...
That's like if you got AIDS. Like, what are the chances? Like, the coincidence that would be. Holy shit.
Yes, because my name's AIDS. Anywho, let's get into this next beer. So this one's from John.
Yeah. So Ken's got his Tin Barn shirt on. I got my Tin Barn shirt on. If nobody realized, we're wearing the same hat. Wow. Look at us.
I didn't notice the hat thing.
What color's your underwear?
Purple. What's yours? Like
blue.
like Michael J. Fox. My name's Calvin Klein.
Blue. Nice to meet you, Calvin.
I never seen purple underwear before.
So I was up there a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I was doing up there. Oh, I went to.
Drinking?
I took my kids to the outlets up there,
Oh, okay.
and then we stopped for pizza and beer over at Tin Barn.
Cool.
And we picked up this guy.
What pizza do you get?
We usually just get plain, but I like the one that's got. Oh, it's my wife's boring.
Oh.
But I like the one that's got the onions and the Kalamata olives.
Oh, I like the
think
one
it's
that
white.
I like the meat lovers one. I think they have there. It's
Yeah.
like all those meats and stuff.
Pretty pricey though.
Yeah.
Pretty pricey.
Yeah.
But it's good stuff. You know, if you pay for good stuff. I like the nachos there too. I don't know why they're just so simple, but maybe because you're drinking, they just taste so good.
Yeah, maybe.
And I had truffle fries. Truffle fries are good.
Oh, yeah, truffle fries are always good. But you like the thinner fries. I like the thicker ones.
Those are thin there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is called Hop Dimensions Second Edition. This is a New England IPA,
Cool.
which is their thing up there.
All right.
There's no. Surprisingly, there's no. 7%.
No alcohol.
There it is.
In this.
There's no alcohol. It's
What
alcohol
is
free.
going on?
7%. Pretty can.
Yeah.
Thought it was good. It just came out when I was up there. I was up there on a Saturday. It came out that Friday night.
Thanks for bringing. All right.
Little pineapple-y, little.
It's Tin Barney. It's
Yeah.
Tin Barney.
Tin Barney.
Yeah.
And it's purple. Tin Barney.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
yeah.
love you.
Yes, it is very Barney-like.
I liked it. It was good.
Cool.
No?
I like it, but we're going from Pilsner to this. It's a little bit of a change of pace.
We went from light to.
Yeah, so my palate is still kind of adjusting
And actually, 7% for Tin Barn's pretty good because everything up there is 9 and 10.
I
and,
know,
right?
I know.
They try to.
I know.
They want you to sleep there when you go there for drinks.
It was nice. The other day, I went up to on Sunday, so that would have been 2 Sundays ago now. I went to my neighbor who's from. Well, he was originally from the Liverpool area, England, but he didn't live there his whole life. But he goes to me, he's like, "Oh, you want to go watch a Liverpool game in the city?" I was like, "What time?" He's like, "Oh, it was like 10 in the morning or whatever it was, you know." And I was like, "All right." So we took the train, and we went out to New York City and went to the 11th Street Bar. Cool spot, Liverpool bar. So it was like
Did he have his Liverpool stuff on?
No. He said he's like, I'm not really into wearing all that stuff. You know, he just like wants to watch the game. But I mean, we were drinking Bitburger. You know, so it's like a German Pilsner kind of, you know. Mm-hmm. And they were giving them in these huge mugs. Man, we had like 5 of them throughout the whole time there, and just. Oh, God, what a shit show. Good game. Liverpool came back and won in the end. So they were actually down 1-0, and then they came back, and then they tied it up. And like the last 5 minutes of the game, they scored.
Would they play the Ravens?
It was Newcastle.
Oh.
Yes.
The beer?
Yes, like the beer. Exactly. Right. Exactly. So, cool game. The place was packed. So
I bet.
The one thing that sucked was like when you had to use the pisser, like everyone's standing so tight together, and they're blocking the door to the bathroom.
You got to squeeze. Huh?
So you're kind of like trying to nudge it forward, and then, you know, in my gut, I'm kind of like, excuse me.
All the skinny English people.
Oh, God. And then I went to get a beer. Thankfully, the bartender kind of got to know us, because I would just look from a distance, and he's like, 2, you know? So he knew already what we were drinking. I'm like, yeah, 2.
Oh, I hate places like that.
And then
I
trying,
can't deal with that anymore.
Yeah, then trying to bring the beers back, and I'm like, excuse me, sorry, excuse me. That's all I said. Excuse me, sorry. Made it back because we weren't even at the bar, so we got this like early pass thing. If you're a Liverpool fan, where you basically pay for like a membership. It was not super expensive, but you get into the bar half hour early, so you can get a seat. You know,
and you guys paid for that.
Yes, but if we go to more games, it's something that we can always do. So it's not just.
So this was planned. This wasn't like, hey, I'll pick you up tomorrow. Let's go.
No. This was planned like a few weeks ahead of time.
Oh, okay.
And so we knew, but yeah, you get like a shirt, you get this, you get that, you know, you get early entry. There's a few bars that participate, so you can go to any of these bars and get
cool.
these cool things.
All right.
So we got there. It's only a half hour early, so like even if like if we went with
Yeah.
you or something, and we're like, John, meet us in a half hour, whatever. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah,
And we were there at 10:10, and I think we're letting people in at 10.
Right.
And so we were even there a little late, but there's nothing in the bar, but we got a table in front of the projector
I
in
was
the
going
back.
to say, was it packed at that time already?
No.
Okay.
Not. I mean, the bar was enough. It was enough where there was no seats at the bar, but we got a seat in the back at a table by a projector, and in the end, I was telling Andrew, I was like, man, I think it was good that we sat back here because it was so chaotic by the bar. You know?
think it'd be better off getting a seat closer to the bathroom next time?
Well, I don't think it would have mattered.
I don't know what this place looks like.
I don't think it would have mattered. It was just so hectic at the bar.
Yeah, that would have been not good.
Like if you were to get up to use the bathroom, you would be like, "Is someone going to take my seat?"
Yeah.
or whatever.
I probably would have just used the bathroom where I was.
That wouldn't be the first. That wouldn't be the first. But it was a cool experience. But
Cool.
yeah, and then we just did total bar hop and shittiness throughout the city and just
Yeah.
got silly.
Sounds like a good time.
And yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time.
Sounds like a day that would have got me in trouble if I was
Yeah,
there.
and it's funny. I was telling John before. I went to this bar on McDougal Street in the Village, off the Wagon. And
I remember that place.
Yeah, cool
Yeah.
spot. Talking to the bartender, you know, me and John are huge fans of Poor Man's Poison. I was talking about me and the bartender just started talking about music, and he was like, I was like, oh, you should check out Poor Man's Poison. He's like, oh no, I know them. Their music's awesome. You know,
Yeah,
he's
that's
like,
crazy.
yeah. I was like, yeah, these guys are they kick ass. You know, so.
And you sent me some texts. I see you were planting stickers.
Oh, I wasn't going to announce that, but yes, I did. I did put a couple Pub Suds and Grub stickers in random
Anybody
places.
in New York City, look for Pub Suds and Grub stickers.
Yes. I didn't put it in off the wagon, but I was going to say, if you see one and you tell us that you saw one, maybe we'll hook you up with
give you
something. How about this? If you can find the mystery Pub Suds and Grub stickers,
We'll get you a hat.
we'll give you a free hat. Yeah, if you know where they are. Yes.
That's funny.
How random would that be?
That would be random.
I'll give you a hint though. They were in the city, and it could have been at a place maybe.
A little peculiar.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know, but.
Did
And
we
other,
go off the wagon for my bachelor party?
I think we did.
Because you were kind of in charge of that. You took that leadership.
Yeah, I think we had to have because I would have chose that, right? You know.
I know we did Red Lion and.
Yeah, Red Lion's cool, man. Oh gosh, I missed that. I should have went there.
Yeah, I miss those days.
Yeah,
I hate the city, but I like that little area. If you're bouncing around to.
we were sloshed, dude. All I know is at one point I got cold. I went to get a cold brew coffee, and it got all over my shirt.
Nice.
And I just got a brown stain on my shirt.
Nice.
Oh God, we look sloppy. Or at least I look sloppy. Sorry, Andrew, but yeah,
Did you get a gyro or a falafel?
we got.
That's like
We w-
tradition, man.
We went to McSorley's and we got our cheese and crackers and onions
And the spicy mustard?
and the spicy mustard.
Nice.
And we went to.
I really did miss a good day.
Oh, it was fun. And we went to John's Pizzeria on
Okay.
Bleecker.
John's on Bleecker.
Yep. And we got a pie. And we went to a Papaya Dog. Got some hot dogs with
Nice.
kraut and red onions.
Sounds like the best day ever.
Oh my God, we were just eating and drinking,
Holy
drinking
shit.
everywhere.
Wow, Grace Papaya?
Well, it's Papaya Dog, which is like another version of Grace Papaya. I actually like Papaya Dog, I think better, but yeah, it was right near
Hot dog on the flat top.
down the hatch, right near there. Old bar that we used to.
Man, I shouldn't have went on that
Hey.
cruise.
Yeah, well, I told John maybe next time he can come. I'm sure we've already talked about doing another Liverpool game, but it's an all-day event, so.
Yeah, the wife won't like it, but maybe I'll take her shopping or something.
Well, what you would probably do is take a different train and meet us over at the station or something, maybe. Because
Yeah, I would just meet you in there.
you're a lot
Yeah, I would just meet you
closer
in
to, like we have to plan like an hour and a half of just travel. You know,
Yeah.
you would have to plan like half
15
hour.
minutes.
Yeah, you know, it's not too bad for you. You can probably Uber in and it'd probably
Yeah,
be
yeah.
even better. You know.
Have my wife drive me. Just drop me off at the tunnel.
Yeah.
I'll walk through.
Yeah, I know. But cool spot. In other news, what is going on lately, man? Trump mugshot.
Mr. Trump.
Yeah,
He's not President Trump anymore. He's Mr. Trump.
Mr.
That's
Trump.
what the judges call him, Mr. Trump.
Mr. Trump.
He I guess he turned himself in. I mean, I was away when all this happened.
Apparently, it was in and out. It was kind of like in, picture, out, bye.
And him and, 17 or 18 of his staff?
Yeah, there's a lot there.
And they're going to start his trials. I think he's got 2 trials. I think there's one in Virginia, right outside of D.C., and there's going to be one in Georgia.
Yeah.
The D.C. one is about the riots at the Capitol, and I think the one in Georgia is him calling the senator or governor of Georgia and kind of leaning on him a little bit.
Yes, he basically
these votes.
Exactly, which doesn't sound good when you put it like that.
Did you hear the?
Yeah, it doesn't sound good. But do you think? And I have my opinion. Do you think he wanted? It was almost a necessary thing for him to get that mugshot. Do you think that he wanted that to get that mugshot in?
I want to say yes, because I think it's going to help his case.
Yeah.
Moving further I mean, that mugshot's going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
But I just don't know if this is going to interfere with that election. Is he still going to have a chance to become president again? I don't know. Do we want a president that's got a mugshot, that's got all these legal troubles? I don't know.
Nowadays, is it really,
I don't know. I'm going to say he probably was, let me get that mugshot. Let me put it out right away.
He wants to use it, I think.
He wants to use it.
He wants to use it towards his campaign. He wants to use it towards the witch hunt thing, and he wants to use it,
It's just, as an American, and just as a normal citizen, it's a little effed up if you think about, like, our president's got a mugshot, and he's going to use it to become president.
Yes, again. But keep in mind, a mugshot really means nothing unless he's
unless he's
found guilty. I guess.
Which I almost believe he's going to be.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to come of that if he does.
But I'm telling you, a lot of people out there are saying they want to vote for him even more now because of all this stuff, just because that they feel that it's been a witch hunt in a way. I hate to use that term because that's the term they keep throwing around, but since he's basically before he even left office, the whole thing is and I like once again, it doesn't matter if we're right, left, whatever. I don't know, center, but it doesn't matter. But we're not as people, as human beings. You see things and you see the way people are portraying things, and you see we're not blind to a lot. We can see what's trying to be done here.
That's the thing. I mean, you need to be people are not open to it because they don't like him. Mm. I don't care for him, but he did okay things for us at the time. Do I like the man personally? Not really. He says some stupid things. He does some stupid things. But what he did for our country as a president...
Yes, we've discussed this. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So people look past that just because they don't like him. And like you said, it turns into a witch hunt and a big thing.
I think if he wants to make things work, and I probably have mentioned it too, he needs to start bringing people back together again. He needs to bring the left, the right, everyone back together.
He can't do that.
Yeah, I don't think he's the person to do it.
No.
I don't know if DeSantis would be the person to do it either. I'm not sure.
I don't think there is a person to do it, to be honest with you.
It's because we're so divided now at this point.
Oh, it's bad. It is bad.
But yes, I absolutely think he wanted that mugshot. I think he wanted... I mean, think about it. Does Donald Trump really need a mugshot? Everyone knows who he is. It's not like me or you where you're like, who is that guy?
I guess it's necessary, though, to go through the...
I don't know.
The law.
You see his post, he's like...
Yeah, he looked pissed.
Yeah.
But there's some people, like some of his staff, they're like... Giuliani didn't look happy either.
Yeah.
I've lost a lot of respect for Giuliani, I think. I don't care for him as much anymore. I don't know.
Yeah.
He seems a little...
He's a lawyer.
Slimy.
He's a lawyer.
Yeah, but when he was mayor of New York City, he was the man, right? Awesome. And then even with Trump, you're like, Trump wrote on Giuliani, yeah. And then you look at him now, and he's just like kind of slimy looking.
He's getting old. Yeah.
I wouldn't want to leave him in this room with my daughters. You know what I mean?
Did you watch that? What was that movie with
Borat?
Yeah, Borat.
He's like
with his
buttoning his pants.
Yeah, but I think we've talked about that too. Like it was one of those like, go into that room and get changed or something, I think
it was manipulated.
It was manipulated.
Too. Yeah,
yes, I think it was very manipulated. Yes,
but he got a lot of heat from that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, who knows? I mean, I think they're all
Good movie.
crooked, no matter what.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I think
Absolutely.
they're all crooked.
I think I gave you a lot more than I gave myself, or am I drinking fast?
I think you're drinking a little
think I'm
fast.
drinking fast.
Maybe you were thirsty.
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been like 2 days.
Yeah.
I haven't had a beer since Saturday night.
Yeah, and I think, well, are you drinking that fast? Were you ready for a bourbon already, man?
I'm ready.
All right.
The cruise ship didn't have they had a few bourbons, but I was
Yeah.
doing a lot of Woodford Reserve on the rocks.
Okay.
That's what I was doing.
Well,
and I had a
Woodford's
couple
good.
of old fashions.
Okay. But were they good old, or were they super sweet, or?
They were they don't use like that little ice thing. They fill up a cup of ice.
Okay.
And then they mix the shit out of it. Then they put it in another cup and they shake it. And then they pour it back in. And then by the time you get it, you're kind of drinking water.
Yeah.
Might as well get it on the rocks.
Yeah, I know. Well, what are you going to
But I can't complain. It was good.
All right, guys. So this one, this is new. This is Smoke Wagon. We've had plenty of Smoke Wagon on here, but this one's Blender Select, and it's a rye. And it's coming in at 58.15% alcohol. If you don't know anything about Smoke Wagon, they're out of Las Vegas. Just to reiterate, guys, bourbon does not have to be made in Kentucky. It can be made anywhere in the United States.
But it has to be made in the United States.
It has to be made in the United States to be called bourbon. Part of the whole process. But this is actually not bourbon. So this is rye. But they make bourbon too, though. I just realized what I'm saying, and I'm like, wait, this is not even bourbon. But yes, so they make bourbon too at Smoke Wagon. And they make some pretty damn good bourbon.
I remember the first time I had Smoke Wagon, and you gave it to me, and I was like, it is.
It's not
I taste the smoke.
I taste the smoke.
And you're like, no, there's no smoke in there. It's just the name of the company. I
Yeah,
was
it's
like,
just the name of it, yeah. All right, let's get the nose. I mean, we just cracked this, and I sometimes I feel like maybe I shouldn't just do ones that I just cracked, but it makes it fun, I guess, because I haven't had it, you haven't had it, and brings to the experience.
It smells good.
Yeah. I smell that rye. Cheers.
100%.
All right.
Very smooth.
It's a solid rye.
It's a solid rye.
Yeah. Nice finish. I like that linger right now. I kind of want to sit there and bask in it.
Yeah, I'm digging this.
Good rye. And John said he's had some ryes that aren't so good.
Remember there was like a time where I was like, oh, ryes. I love the ryes. Love
Yeah.
that. And then there was a couple that I didn't like so much.
And it threw you off.
This is good, though.
Yeah, it's a good one. So I have a few different ones. I have a malted rye, I think, by them, which I think we had on here at one point. And I have another rye I think we had on here. So maybe one day we can do a rye parison.
Really? All right. Whatever works for you.
Yeah.
It was good, though.
Solid job. I like this Blender Select. Nice to try it out finally, even though I just picked it up like 2 weeks ago. But Smoke Wagon doing good things. I like some of the stuff that they're putting out. Like, there's rarely anything from Smoke Wagon that I would say, I think pretty much maybe all of it. I haven't had one that I don't like, I think.
What's the one? Is Smoke Wagon the one that makes the younger or
Yeah, the younger.
Right, the younger.
Yeah, that's right
that's
behind
a really
you.
Good one. Yeah.
Yep, that's Smoke Wagon right there. Then you got the uncut unfiltered's probably like that's the one that really put them on the map there. That one's good. Yeah.
No, they make good stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, always good. Awesome. Good job, Smoke Wagon.
Yeah. All right.
Shout outs.
Shout outs today to Tin Barn
Yes.
Brewing at the Finger Lakes and at Chester, New York.
Yeah.
Whatever the hydro factory is.
Yeah,
we're going to
whatever.
find out.
Yeah, we're going to look more into it. Yeah.
Shout out to rest in peace Bob Barker, Bray Wyatt, and Terry Funk. Shout out to Smoke Wagon.
Shout out to Smoke Wagon.
Shout out to Mr. Trump's mugshot.
Shout out Trump's mugshot. Yeah.
Guys, if you want to know anything about breweries and wineries up in Finger Lakes, leave a comment there. Ken will answer it for you. He's an expert. Anybody wants to know anything about a cruise, craft beers on a cruise, I've done them. They're very good.
He is the cruise master.
That was number
here.
13 for me. Anybody got any questions? Anybody want to comment and just say hi, please?
Yes.
Anybody?
Yes.
Anybody out there? Anybody? It helps the algorithm. Anybody?
Yes.
Anybody?
Gonna algorithmize ISIS, yeah.
And that's it.
Cheers, John.
Cheers,
As
Ken.
always, cheers to you guys.
Peace.
Later.